How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at Joystream, or Joy for short. You can see if we look at the chart for the start of the video, then I'll go over talk about a little bit more what actually is Joystream, and then finally we'll finish off on my personal price prediction for the future for Joystream. You see, over the last sort of year, Joystream has actually been looking pretty bleak in terms of, the price action. However, when I make the videos about these coins, I do not like to only focus on the actual chart, because the chart can say a lot of different things. The coin itself could be good, the team itself could be good, however the coin might just not have the marketing to say. For example, there's many different reasons why a coin drops in value, and it's not always a bad reason. It's not always means when you see the price of a coin dropping, it's always a bad thing. Many coins in the past, very great coins which have bounced back up from it, have seen historical all-time lows and all these things, and many people jump out of these coins without giving them a second chance. Then a year later they will regret it, because they think, why didn't I stay in the coin or buy more coins while the coin was actually down, because right now they would be making thousands of X's. And this, I believe, Joystream could be an example of that in the future, but we'll take a little bit more of a look into that throughout the rest of the video. But yeah, you can see over the last year down 88%, over the last month down around 30%, last 7 days down about 20%, and over the last day actually 15% down on the day, which is quite bad to see. For the people who are already invested into Joystream, it's definitely bad to see these amount of numbers. But like I said, certain people see it as a positive, some people see it as a very strong negative. Some people see it as a buying opportunity to buy more of the coin if they feel strongly about it, if they feel passionate about it. Other people might just be looking to get out of it when they see these numbers drop. If we take a look at the market cap of Joystream, this is one of the reasons why I still do cover Joystream, is the market cap is so incredibly low still, guys. I mean, I believe that Joystream, they've had quite a hard time. I mean, they released in, was this sort of early, or I guess middle of 2023 onto the markets. They had quite a big run up straight off the bat, but then ever since then, they've had a few little spikes up, as you can see here, but after that they've had a gradual decline into the price we are right now today, which is, it's quite hard to see. It's quite sad to see, because I do believe that Joystream does still have the potential to bounce back up in the future. But yeah, if you look at the market cap, $1.23 million. This is one of the main reasons why I like to cover so many of these small market cap coins. You think if this coin goes to $100 million market cap, which I believe I personally believe that it does have the potential to do that if the team continues to keep working on it and adapting it. $100 million market cap is not a crazy market cap, especially in the cryptocurrency space. You'd be looking at around 100x, an 80 to 100x. Which is just absolutely crazy, guys. And you think there's coins out there which go from $1 million all the way up to $1 billion, and that is just, that's around a 1,000x on your money, which is just absolutely crazy and unheard of in the traditional stock scene. You can see the 24-hour volume, $106,000, actually up almost 17% on the day. Volume to market cap ratio sitting at 8.52%, which is a great ratio. However, you can see that the number for today is actually quite inflated. Maybe there's a lot of people trading it, is the reason why it's a bit more inflated today. You see the current circulating supply of Joy is actually very high, 1.08 billion, with the max supply sitting at just over 1.1 billion. So you can see almost all of the coins that are available for Joystream are already in circulation, which is a good thing, because this doesn't mean that your coins, if you invest today, it means in the future you're not going to experience too much coin dilution when the rest of the coins do actually come into the market. You will almost experience basically none, because like I said, all of the coins are already in circulating supply, which some people see it as a little bit of a bad thing, just to show that there's no more coins, there's not many more coins coming out. However, me personally, I believe this is also a good thing, because like I said, you're not going to experience too much coin dilution when the rest of the coins actually do come into the market. Let's now jump into what actually is Joystream all about. You can see here on their official website, joystream.org, if you want to come check it out for yourself. It is all about a video platform protocol empowering many different people. And so what is Joystream all about? You can basically build your own video application on the Joystream protocol, or the environment, I guess you could say, or the ecosystem. You can basically come on here and you can build your own video platform, just the same as YouTube, and yeah, you can basically build it on here and launch it on here. Reason why I believe Joystream has so much potential is not only because of the fact of what I've just explained, you can build your own video platform and release it on here. They've already got a very big platform already out on Joystream, which is actually called Gleave. I believe it's gleave.xyz if you want to go check it out for yourselves. But yeah, Gleave is where you can actually upload all different types of content and you will actually get paid for it, just like YouTube. But it's more sort of focused towards, I would say, more towards the crypto sort of space. But you can basically post whatever you want now. At the start, it was purely just cryptocurrency, but I believe they realised they need to open it up to the rest of you know, all these different types of content in order to properly gain traction for their platform. But yeah, I believe that, you know, Gleave alone does show. Of course, I do believe that Gleave does still have a long way to go. There still needs a lot of updates to get where it is. But if you compare to what YouTube was looking like a year into the launch, I believe that right now Gleave actually does look a little bit better. If we go on, if we click here, gleave.xyz, and wait for it to open up, you will actually see here, this is what Gleave actually does look like. So you can see you've got many different videos on here. You know, you've got cryptos, the main one that, you know, a lot of people will be coming onto here for is because, you know, Gleave, of course, is to do with Joystream, which, of course, is a cryptocurrency. But you can see all these different videos here I actually uploaded onto Gleave. And what is so great about Gleave is you can actually sign in up here, you can link your YouTube channel to it, and it will automatically sync your videos from YouTube onto the Gleave platform, and you will actually receive a small amount of Joystream just for basically syncing up your channel and basically doing nothing. Every time you upload onto YouTube, you have to do nothing. It will automatically sync up to Joystream, and I believe that is such a cool feature. I mean, I believe that alone will get so many people posted on Gleave. You know, I would say, you know, Gleave, like I said, it does still need a lot of development because there is a lot of things on this web on Gleave which is very basic. You know, the fact that they don't separate the different languages is a big thing. I'd say is a big step they need to make in order for people to actually, you know, for this site to actually be usable. Because of course, if there's people who only speak English and they come onto here and they see all these different languages like Russian and all these Spanish, for example, they are of course not going to click on this video, and that straight away just puts the user off because there's many videos that they're seeing in front of them which that don't actually appeal to them. You know, if you look on YouTube, for example, the algorithm is very good at, you know, showing the user what they actually want to see, and that's the reason why so many people actually stay on YouTube. Imagine if YouTube was constantly showing them Spanish videos or whatever, they wouldn't actually stay on the platform because they would think this is pointless. I'm not actually interested in any of these videos. But yeah, let's actually go on to the last part of the video, my personal price prediction for Joystream. I believe that, like I said at the start of the video, Joystream has had a very unfortunate beginning to their life cycle. I mean, they've been out for around 1 to 2 years now, and like I said, they had a huge spike up at the start, but ever since then they've had a gradual decline. You know, I've been following Joystream for a long time now, and I don't actually believe, I don't actually understand why Joystream has plummeted this much in price. I believe there's a lot of factors going for Joystream which does actually show that it does have the potential to go at a much higher market cap. You know, $50 to $100 million conservatively in the future is my personal opinion on Joystream. I mean, I believe that what they're actually trying to do is great. You know, there's many different companies out there trying to launch these video platforms, but I haven't seen one yet launch one that is in the cryptocurrency space. You know, like I said, there's many decentralized new platforms coming out where, you know, freedom of speech is allowed, and I believe that, you know, a freedom of speech sort of decentralized platform in the cryptocurrency space is what actually is needed. I mean, I believe there'll be a lot of interest in it, so I don't really understand why there is so much you know, negativity towards Joystream. Maybe let me know down in the comment section down below what you think about Joystream. Do you agree with all the negativity with it, or are you actually holding out and constantly investing for the future? I mean, I believe the team behind Joystream is also great. I mean, they constantly update their community. They've got a strong team that I don't believe have, you know, no one's left or anything. I believe the team is the same. They're constantly communicating with their community. I mean, I believe that, you know, right now the position I stand in, I believe that I'm still bullish on Joystream, but, you know, if you look at the markets alone on Joystream, I know I said at the start of the video, you shouldn't focus on the market. 100% you should not look at the market, you know, completely. You should not take the market as face value, and you should do a little bit more investigating into the coin before you just look at the price drop. Because like I said, many coins in the past have dropped in price, and many people have sold them, and then they've suddenly bounced up, you know, hundreds of X's, and people will then go, oh, I wish I invested when that when that coin was at a discount, when it was at an all-time low. This happens all the time in cryptocurrency, so never ever, you know, just completely rule out a coin just because the market or the actual graph for that coin is at an all-time low, for example. But yeah, I'm definitely still bullish on Joystream. I wouldn't say I'm as bullish as I was at the start, just because I don't really see too much development happening right now. I'm not seeing, you know, the team doing a hell of a lot of marketing for Joystream. I believe that is a big issue with Joystream. The team needs to push marketing. I mean, I'm doing free marketing for them right now, making this video, but I believe they really do need to invest into marketing and actually start paying different content creators, getting their name out there, paying for ads. Just get people talking about Joystream again, because Joystream was actually quite big around a year ago. People were talking about it, people were excited about it, but then, like I said, the marketing for Joystream isn't very good. It's not really there. I haven't seen any marketing for it, and that's why I believe many people got turned off of Joystream, because they haven't seen many, you know, improvements. They haven't seen much marketing. They haven't seen, you know, the ball starting to roll, really. So yeah, so my personal price prediction, I believe that conservatively in the future, Joystream could at least hit $100 million market cap, and I really do, you know, stand by that. I believe it could hit that. But yeah, let me know what you think about Joystream in the comment section down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do hit that like button and also subscribe. And apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.